Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Gabe Rosado tells Demetrius Andrade, let's make the fight happen. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. You know, you've recently seen Gabe Rosado come out and address Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, called him out and basically states, let's make a fire fight. And he addressed Eddie Hearn and Demetrius Andrade. He states that Demetrius Andrade got the belt and I got the fans. Hashtag the people champ. And so basically he's stating that, look, we can make this fight a big event. You got a world title. I got fans. We can put this together and make one hell of a fight. And honestly, that would be a great fight between Gabe Rosado and Demetrius Andrade. I'd be very intrigued to see how that fight goes. And the reason why it's a slightly dangerous fight for a guy like Demetrius Andrade is because Gabe Rosado has the power to stop a lot of fighters with just one punch. We've seen recently he scored a big upset victory over Beck the Bully. With one shot, he was losing the fight, and then he ended up stopping this guy in a massive upset. But on the other hand, we've seen Demetrius Andrade get dropped by a guy like Vanes Mata Rosian. So we've seen all of these things happen before, so we understand that this would be an excellent fight. The only question is, what weight will this fight be at? 160 or 168? Is Demetrius Andrade moving up to 168, or is he staying at 160? That is going to be the question. On the other hand, you've also see that Demetrius Andrade has a mandatory at 160 pounds against Janabek. Now, Janabek, he's a mandatory. That fight has to be, negotiated mid-January to be decided whether Demetrius Andrade defends his title against Janabek next or not. Janabek has also been talking extremely greasy about Demetrius Andrade, basically stating that everyone knows that I will knock out Demetrius Andrade. This will be the easiest fight of my career. And this is probably the most dangerous mandatory Demetrius Andrade has ever had in his entire career. And it's also more dangerous than any of the title fights he's ever been in. So this will be an interesting test to Demetrius Andrade to see how he responds if he takes the challenge. Now, the only question that lies is, what fight will Demetrius Andrade take next? But no matter what fight he takes next, one thing is clear, that he ain't no boogeyman. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.